honor several students with a commemorative plaque and their name etched forever on the wall of the band room. The three awards that we're going to give out are the Shellhammer Family Award for freshmen, the Edwin Foster Memorial Award for sophomores, and the William Allen Memorial Award for juniors. These are awards that have been around for years and years and years, and they were created many years ago by families who were dedicated to the band program and really loved the band program. And they've left their mark on the program, on the students, and with our plaques on the wall. So first up, to recognize freshmen, as I read your names, please come forward to receive your award. Our first freshman is Rebecca Armstrong. And our second freshman, this is for the Shellhammer Family Award, is Christina Prida. They might have a long walk, so I'm going to read the names a little bit faster for the sophomore awards. Our two sophomores being honored with the Edwin Foster Memorial Award are Josh Burke and Kat Zerby. Our next award is for the junior class, and this is the William Allen Memorial Award. There are 4 juniors being recognized for this award. The first one is Kelly Cooper. Sydney Gemka. J.T. Wenger. Okay, so we're going to take a break from the concert of me talking, and we're going to hear some music from Mrs. Cosenza and the concert band. Before we start the symphonic band, so I hope you're not too annoyed with my speech delivery just yet. You have plenty of time. The first thing I want to say is the West Geauga Band, to me and to a lot of these students here, is about family and togetherness, and I know that sounds strangely sentimental and kind of cliche, but everybody who is here in this group is here because they love playing their instruments, they love the band, and they probably love the people that they're in band with. It's a special thing, it's a special bond that we all have with each other, and I'm very happy to share with all of these students here. We have families that come through the West Geauga Band program, like the Edwin Foster and the Shellhammer family, that leave their mark on the program. But the program leaves its mark on every one of these students, and I hope that band remains a special thing to them throughout their whole lives. A few years ago, somebody who thought very highly of the band, Walter Bieber, passed away, and he had several grandchildren go through the band, and he held the band program near and dear to himself. And one of the things that his family decided to do was create a memorial scholarship to be given out every year at the concert. So I would like to welcome some of his family up here to talk about him and about the scholarship they're about to give out.
Hi, my name is Lori. This is my brother Klaus. We are here to present the Scholarship Award in memory of our father. A little bit of background. My parents came to America in 1957. My father was a very hardworking, dedicated, self-employed builder in this area for over 50 years. He didn't have a lot of spare time, but in that spare time, his greatest joy was coming to all the band events for his children and eventually his grandchildren. Be it concert band, be it jazz band, symphonic band, marching band, it didn't matter. My dad absolutely loved the band and would never miss an event. As Mr. Branch said, my father passed away October of 2014, and our family decided that the greatest tribute to him would be to set up a scholarship fund for him and award it to someone who was as hardworking, dedicated, and band crazy as he was. This year we had many wonderful applications, but we had to narrow it down to just one person. So this year's recipient of the $1,000 Walter Bieber Memorial Scholarship Award is Marissa Barberi.
The Band Boosters also present a scholarship each year where students apply, and there's a $500 scholarship awarded to anybody or to a single student who is attending college in the fall of the next year. Preference is given to students who are majoring in music, not specifically music education. But this year's recipient really caught me off guard around a couple months ago. And it reminds me of my own story, which I could tell over the next 45 minutes, but you're not interested in that. But this student came to me and said, hey, I'm about to audition for a couple schools of music. That's a big surprise to me. I didn't know that, and he asked for help in preparing. And of course, I wanted to drop everything I was doing and go into emergency mode. And hopefully I did, and hopefully this student thought I was helpful and not just really, really mean about it. So in helping the student choose the correct music, he auditioned for Capital University and Cleveland State University and was admitted to both programs, and is choosing to go to Cleveland State in the fall of 2017. And our this year's recipient is Derek Zabrowski. A few more recognitions. I have 4 awards to give out that are recognizing outstanding service and dedication to the band organization. Every senior in this senior class is impressive in one way, shape, or form, but some of them stand out and are helpful when I don't ask. And that's my favorite kind of helpfulness to find in a student, where they will drop everything they're doing to help out the band because they know it's good for the band. The 4 students I'd like to recognize with a plaque and their name forever etched on the wall of the West Yuck Band Room. The first one is Marissa Barberi. Grace Lutat. Pico. And James Pusterhofer. The final senior award to give out is the John Philip Sousa Award. This award is the culmination of 4 years of service to the high school band program. It entails musical ability as well as leadership and organizational skills. This award is the highest honor to be given out in a band program. And this year's recipient has been, I put the word superstar in here, but I feel like that's really cheesy to say. But this person, since I met him when he was in 6th grade, has been outstanding on his instrument. He excels at everything he does. He's always really impressive. And I noticed that every time he's challenged with something, he works really, really, really hard. And his work ethic sets a great example for the people around him. And he has a dynamic personality, and I think everybody likes to be around him, but the students might tell you otherwise. I didn't mean that to sound as mean as it did. I'm sorry about that. So the John Philip Sousa Band Award reads, in recognition of outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music, for singular merit in loyalty and cooperation, and for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. The John Philip Sousa Award this year goes to Matthew Palmer. That's all for now. We're gonna play a little bit for you. I did not get my pop culture mixed up. I know what today is, and I know that was Star Trek. I just have to attribute that one to my father, who's in the audience. My parents are here. My mom makes a mean cake, and she made the cake for the senior reception that follows this concert, and my father is a big nerd, and I'm not at all. But my father likes Star Trek very much. I'm not into much nerd culture at all, really. But he likes Star Trek so much, so I wanted to play that song so he could enjoy hearing the band play that. Stop looking at me like that, Giovanni. So one thing, before we go on to senior recognitions, as we celebrate Mrs. Cosenza's retirement and the seniors that are graduating and everybody who's getting awards and recognition, I just also want to point out another audience member here. The West Geauga local schools has gone through the hiring process to find a new band director, and I know that there are big shoes to fill in Mrs. Cosenza's job. There's so much that goes on in everything that she does that it was a long process, and it's a tough search. But we have Miss Taylor Uvegas, who is here in the audience, and she is going to be taking over in Mrs. Cosenza's job description. So please welcome Miss Uvegas. We are going to recognize our senior class. Seniors who have been in marching band and concert band for all 4 years of their high school career are going to get gold and silver cords to wear at graduation. But we are going to recognize every single senior, and if I leave anybody out, I've double checked with them several times. But if we leave anybody out, please let us know so we don't let anybody go unrecognized. So our first senior to recognize is Matthew Amato. Marissa Barberi. Rachel Bobango. Maggie Corlett. Sam Falk. Jason Galamas. Chloe Green. Grace Lutat. Jorge Mirabelli. Anna Murray. Matthew Palmer. Austin Pico. James Pusterhofer. Jessica Sargent. Nathan Short. Celeste Slapnicker. Deanna Swinnerton. Kimberly Walkuski. Ayana Welch-Morosky. And Derek Zabrowski. At this point, all seniors should be standing. Are there any seniors that I have not yet called? This exempts me from being yelled at after the concert. While these seniors are standing here, I'd like to deliver a semi-sentimental message. I don't want them to break down and cry because our last song is really, really hard and they need to be able to keep themselves together to play it. So while they're standing up here, for the next year and forever, I want them to try to keep music in their lives. Music has gotten them this far, the band program has gotten this far, and they have helped to get the band program to where it is. They've given so much to us, and I hope they take away the fact that they can be involved in some kind of musical activity for the rest of their lives. It's something that never ever leaves you, and whether it's, I don't expect them to go home and start practicing their clarinet tonight at 11 p.m., but some of them might, and you might have that kid in your house. And if so, that's something to be celebrated. We have a lot of love for all of these kids, as I'm sure you do. And I just want them to always remember the mark that they've left on West Geauga, and I hope we've left a mark on their hearts for the rest of their lives. Please give a round of applause to the class of 2017. Okay, the seniors are going to head to their seats now. We're going to get ready for our last song. Danzon number 2 is a very strange piece of music. It's technically contemporary, classical, Mexican dance music, which sounds really, really strange, but you have to hear it. It's very challenging. It's something that I've heard many bands play really well, and I'm hoping you get to hear a band play it really well tonight. We've been working really hard on this, and we're excited to share it with you guys. Before we play that song, I'm going to announce our band council for next year. We have juniors that have applied for senior leadership positions, and we look forward to having them take leadership roles and lead the band as they go into next year. And before I announce these students, I want to make sure that some students aren't going to be selected for this, but that doesn't mean they're not going to be leaders in the band next year. We still have roles of squad leader in the marching band. We have section leaders in concert and symphonic band. There are many ways to lead, even if you're not selected for band council, and I just want to put that out there into the world before I read these names. So the 2017-2018 band council will consist of Christina Becker. Please stand. Carla Colette. Maddie Horrocks. Alex Prizzy. Kelly Cooper. Ben Kovacic. Tessa Smith. And lastly, JT Wenger. I'm going to ask them to sit, and I'm going to give them their first assignment. You may sit. As our concert ends, all of our seniors and their families, I hope you can join us in the cafeteria for a senior reception. And everybody whose name I just called for band council, please help put everything away as this concert concludes, so we can enjoy the senior reception with the seniors and their families. So I thank you in advance for your help as we conclude this concert. Thank you to all of you for attending tonight. We can't put these things together without the support of our administration, our custodial staff, you, the parents and fans of the band, and the students and their hard work. So I hope you enjoy this last song. Thank you for coming, and have a great night.
I realized I forgot to announce one of the names, so sorry about that. The name I forgot to announce is Muriel Corday.